This is a loaf of bread from Baker's Delight. It is a high-fibre, low-GI loaf. In chemistry, we need to be able to explain what these terms mean in terms of the structure and digestion of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are polysaccharides, which are long chains of molecules of monosaccharides joined together by ether linkages. The ether linkage here is created by the condensation of two hydroxyl groups from your monosaccharide. The main difference between the different carbohydrates is the type of monosaccharide that is used to create them. This brings us to the first term on our loaf of bread, which is high fibre. Fibre is a type of undigestible carbohydrate, and it looks like this. It's made from monomers of beta-glucose. This is different to things like starch, which is digestible, which is made from alpha-glucose. The reason fibre is non-digestible but starch is digestible is to do with the orientation of our ether linkage. The orientation means that either an enzyme can or cannot digest this molecule. You can see the orientation of our alpha linkage is different to the one found in our beta linkage here. What that means is the enzymes that we have in our human bodies can digest starch, but it cannot digest cellulose because it does not have the right shaped active site to digest this type of linkage. What that means is that foods high in fibre are non-digestible, and for some reason it makes them beneficial for our digestive tract and our digestive system. The other term on our loaf of bread was GI, and that stands for glycemic index. The glycemic index is a measure of how quickly glucose is released from our digestible carbohydrates. There are two types of digestible starches that we deal with in VCE chemistry: amylose and amylopectin. Amylose is a straight chain molecule, whereas amylopectin is a branched molecule. The branching of amylopectin means that these ether linkages are more susceptible for hydrolysis, and they allow for easier access of our water to break them up. What that means is amylopectin increases the glycemic index because it makes the glucose more readily available to our bloodstream. The reason our bread wants to promote a low GI is because we want a slow release of energy from our food. We don't want to just peak and then drop down again. We want to gradually release energy so we have energy for a long-lasting period of time. So hopefully that explains what a high fibre and low GI bread means in terms of the structure and properties of these molecular compounds.